We are out at the garden again. Let's just gonna check it out and see what all is going on. So this is week 19 update on the garden. Look at those beautiful zinnias. The most perfect array of zinnias. Of course, I've got red bell pepper down there too that aren't going to be doing anything because they're not getting any sunlight, and I have not transplanted them. But I am going to come and harvest some more zinnia seeds because check this out. That is one I have not seen. Isn't that beautiful? Hot pink and white. Absolutely gorgeous. And this is like a coral color. Look at the bumblebees pollinating. Anyway, I'm going to come harvest some more. I harvested a bunch already and got a bunch of seeds already saved for next year. I need to probably come harvest some thyme and some lavender. Oh, my blueberry is putting out more new shoots. Awesome. I need to harvest those onions. I see some that have... Yep, I need to come harvest those onions out of there. They're not going to get very big because they're cramped up in there. I did harvest a bunch of cucumbers yesterday. And I will be... Goodness gracious, look how big that Roma is. Holy cow. So I harvested all the rest of my cucumbers that were ready yesterday. And I've been canning for a couple days now. These tomatoes, man, this thing, I need to pin this thing back. I got banana peppers that need to be harvested. 4 of them right there on that. I got 2 right there. 6 banana peppers right there. I may put those on a pizza. Those marigolds. Holy cow. You give a marigold a bunch of space and it will grow. But what it's not doing is putting out any flowers. But check out how big those Romas are. Those have got to be the biggest Romas ever. Now I do believe, see, I've got red Romas coming on everywhere. It's like that one. It's got some kind of rot on it. But I got red tomatoes coming on. Let me set these peppers down right here. Get those on my way when I'm done. I've got several watermelons. So I think last week's update, there was a watermelon hanging like right here, and it got so heavy that it fell. And I've got that inside. I need to cut it open and see if it's red or not. But I got another one growing right there. Those are supposed to be black diamond watermelons. They were supposed to be black diamond watermelon seeds, but I don't think those are black diamond. But I got a moon and stars right here with all these weeds. Moon and stars right there. I got a moon and stars right there. I got a moon and stars right there. I got a moon and stars in there. I've got another one hanging right there. And I've got a big one back here on the ground down there. Can you see it? Can you guys see that one down there? And then of course my pumpkins that were supposed to be cantaloupes. I need to go ahead and harvest that because I don't think it's going to grow any bigger. And then that one over there, same thing. I got another Moon and Stars coming on right there. So we're going to have some Moon and Stars watermelon. The ones on the ground are probably going to do the best. These zinnias have seen better days. But I do have some, I can still harvest and get seeds out of all those. Got a huge 14-inch long zucchini squash that was hidden in there. It was hidden back there and had fallen over into that bed that I did not even know was there. But I got another zucchini coming on down there. I got a yellow squash right here that's, let me go ahead and just pull that off. It's not even, it's a weird color. It's not even a yellow. We are going to have possibly homemade pizza for dinner. And, oh, I see jalapeno peppers right there. Let me go ahead and get those off there. They're pretty good size. That one and this one. I'll leave those. Let those get a little bigger. I guess I should be either wearing my apron or I'm coming out here and harvesting stuff. So anyway, the Romas are starting to turn red. I've got some slicers in here that are red. So we did get red tomatoes before the 4th of July. So the next thing I'll be doing out here is harvesting tomatoes. My video of my cucumbers are going to come out in a couple days. Cucumbers are on their last leg, but I harvested a basket full. You guys will see that video actually before you see this video. This video is going to come out on Wednesday, and you're going to see the cucumbers on Tuesday. So if you're seeing this video and you didn't see the cucumber video, go back and watch the cucumber video. But check out all those Romas turning red. They're big, massive. Tomatoes galore. I've already harvested bell peppers, Jimmy Nardello peppers. Now the Jimmy Nardellos are supposed to turn red. Ooh, they are. Whoa! Yes, yes. They are turning red. They are red. Yippee! Yeah. I love it. I'm going to leave them for another day and let them completely turn red. These zinnias are doing really good still. Going to be able to get a lot of seeds. The celery, I've got to figure out if it's time to harvest celery. Sweet potatoes are still doing good. Still, I've already harvested bell peppers, a bunch of bell pepper, but I'm going to be harvesting more bell pepper soon. The artichokes are dying off. There is some new growth on them. Get the weeds out of there. But I need to come spend a little time. I've been so busy canning and processing that I haven't made it out to the garden just to kind of check on everything. Over here, jalapenos. I harvested a bunch of jalapenos. It's almost going to be time to harvest again. I hope you guys, Brian is leaving to go out of town tomorrow for a week. I'm going to be working some very long hours over the next 8 days. I just hope I can get out here and harvest because everything is prime right now. Check out those purple cayennes. None of the peppers over here are turning yet. The shishito peppers will stay green. So I've already harvested those, and I'm going to let these get a little bit bigger before I harvest again. I'm going to find out what I want to do with those. I got another tomato here that something has been eating on. But yeah, I've got stink bugs. Really? Y'all like hot peppers? Oh my goodness, I must harvest that tomato. I must harvest that tomato. Check that out, with a hole in it. Dang it. It's the prettiest red one I saw. Well, I am seeing a lot of damage on these. There's a lot still going on in the garden. So here's the new potatoes, gold potatoes that I planted. Well, when Maverick harvested all the potatoes, the last of the potatoes, I planted more Yukon Golds in these three. That one and in those two. Now, I typically don't plant potatoes in those kind of beds, but they were empty, so I went ahead and utilized that. But yeah, I'll be out here doing a grand tomato harvest. But I think when I harvest tomatoes, I'm going to be processing them also right away, because I feel like there's going to be a lot at one time. Brian's been like, are there any slicer tomatoes out there? There's a pretty good looking tomato. Go ahead and pick that one too. So anyway, guys, we'll walk up to the front porch and just see how things are going up there. Let me grab my apron, because I've got, hang on guys. I'm not going to put the apron on the way it's supposed to be put on. Just good enough to put the stuff down in the pocket here. Because I didn't come out here to harvest, but got a few things we can put on a possible homemade pizza tonight. Okay, heading up to the front porch and to the green stalks. See how they're looking. Been harvesting for a few weeks now, and as I'm harvesting like one thing, like potatoes or carrots, and I'm following it all the way through processing, and then harvesting peppers, bell peppers and hot peppers. And you guys have already seen where we harvested the peppers. But check out these mammoths. More mammoths coming on. In the green stalks. Man, I love growing jalapenos in the green stalks. They're doing great. And my nasturtiums are doing good. I got more snacking bell peppers down here. I thinned those out and just left 2 in each of the pockets. That way, if one didn't come up, maybe the other one would. Here we've got, these bell peppers are going to be yellow, so they'll turn yellow. Let's see. We'll just take a little glance at the flower herb beds up here. I have not harvested any herbs out of here, but I need to. Something is eating the leaves of my marshmallow. I finally got flowers on there. Finally, I got flowers. Now, I heard that amaranth is supposed to put out a flower. Now, I think it likes full sun because it it seems as if it's reaching for the sun because it is kind of under this awning right here. But the marshmallow seems to be reaching for the sun as well. I didn't harvest any dill. I didn't harvest anything out of these beds like I should have. Just the flowers and everything looks so pretty. I do see a lot of budding on those, so they're going to bud too. But will you look at this marigold? The thing is absolutely nuts. So is this one. The biggest I've ever seen a marigold get. Here's another one. And yet, no flowers. Those are marigolds, but they've got flowers on them. Just some random herbs and flowers over here. I lost a couple of these, me working so many hours, and they didn't get watered for 2 days. So this tomato plant is wanting the sunlight. So I do have a couple of tomatoes right here coming on. A couple right here. And I do have a couple green tomatoes down there. Of course, it's kind of partly shade. I lost my lamb's ear for not getting watered. Some of this stuff doesn't have watering system. And the green stalks don't have watering system. So the stuff that doesn't get watered, this is struggling. So I've got to make sure, even though I am working some long hours right now, covering people's vacations, I have got to find 15 minutes in the evening to get out there and water, to remember to do that. Man, my brain and my body just goes non-stop. I'm gonna walk over here and look at the loofahs because there are so many flowers on there, but they're not getting water unless it rains. So it's looking a little droopy, and I gotta come out here and tether this thing off so it doesn't fall over if it does put a loofah on there. I'm just gonna glance and see. It's put out all the flowers, and I'm gonna say it's probably gonna put a loofah out where some of those flowers are. But it's leaning. I do not see. Oh my goodness! How did I miss this? Looky here. My first loofah. I got a loofah. Oh, looky there. I got a loofah. I got a loofah. Oh my goodness. I got a baby loofah right there. Oh, I got loofahs. That one loofah's pretty good size already. I may have missed it the other day. Yeah, that looks kind of weird right there. Let me glance around and see if there's any more. I see another little one right there. Couple little ones. So they're coming on, so I got to get this thing tethered soon. I did buy a pool noodle, so all I got to do is drive a T-post right here in the front and pull a string to that, and I'm going to run a pool noodle on it so we don't hit it with a mower or anything. But I'm excited. I got a loofah. But yeah, it's wanting water. So anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up week 19 of the spring garden update on the homestead. Hey, if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up on this video. Go check out all of our other videos. We've got a lot of content out there. And thank you for being here and watching. If you've been following us for a while now, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for always supporting Resourceful Living Homestead. And we'll see you on week 20.